What is up, everyone? I am going live today, obviously, and I am going to be going over something a little bit different. I was going to do a box, but got asked to show some reports. Actually, we were talking about that from work the other day. I am waiting to get notifications to see if I get that upgraded license for CrowdStrike. So everyone in cyber is doing the news, but no one has yet to bring to the table CrowdStrike's threat hunting report, which I believe they do every month. And they also have a weekly report for overall, they call it a weekly intelligence report or weekly intel report. So pretty much I'm just going to go over those on how they look like, what kind of information they have, data points, etc. And then also Q&A, see what happens. Going to be on here for a while. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot in the chat and I'll answer your questions. Any, excuse me. Damn, the IPA got me. Any questions, advice, whatever, anything on exam, cybersecurity, offensive security, whatever knowledge I have on threat hunting, feel free to ask in the chat and yeah, just shoot the shit. So I'm going to go over those real quick. Let me just switch the screen. 1 second. There we go. So first, as you could see, this is, I'm going to go over the weekly report first. So when you go into the, this is my testing ones, my testing CrowdStrike that I use. So as you can see, it says parent OX3 security. I have 10 different enterprise licenses, 5 and 5 that I utilize, one for strictly testing and then one that I have for my home stuff. So pretty much what you're going to go through here, on your side panel, you're going to go to counter adversary operations, click on reports, and then also again, that upgraded license I was going to tell you about that hopefully I get, or even some kind of knockoff on some great pricing since they're the homies. That will also pop up there. And as you can see, it'll say to upgrade to Falcon Intelligence Premium. So what that does, I don't know the full scope of it, but at least what I want it for is it'll show you the actual threat actors like Scattered Spider, all the different pandas, the whole nine, right? All their different TTPs, all the way down to certain, all the way down to their syntax of the tools that they use, etc. So that's pretty much why I want it for, just getting the latest and greatest, especially on the tool set side of things. So let's go back into the weekly report. Oops, where'd my thing go? There it goes. So again, when you go on there, you could just literally go onto the reports. You could either go here or click into it, open PDF, forward, see full details. So pretty much I downloaded these, pop up on the PDF things. And again, this was on September 12th. Today is the 17th, so next week I'll have the new one. It'll update. These are weekly intel reports. These are very good and thorough. They'll cover like, I guess you could say the top threats or adversary attacks, breaches, and especially on the countries, it'll break them down as you see through the report. God damn. So CrowdStrike Overwatch Interactive Intrusion Breakdown, pretty much go by the threat type. Pretty much this, they call these the weekly snapshots. So you're going to have technology, consulting, and professional services, government, healthcare, manufacturing, industrial engineering, hospitality, opportunistic, real estate, and telecommunications. Then you got your data points here, top tools, Screen Connect, Simple Help. Plump Spider is a new one. And actually they came out with 2 new spider toys at Falcon. I gave my friend, she got my ticket because I have to go to Sweden next week for work. So hopefully she's enjoying that. And hopefully she got those new figurines of the spiders. And also my friend sent me the screenshot of them as well. Punk Spider and I forgot, Chatty Spider. I think those are the 2 new ones. So I got to get those soon. But Plum Spider, pretty much this one was the biggest one. And South America, I think they also hit pretty much Brazil, as it's stated, as you'll see into the report. But pretty much, again, this gives down the breakdown of the different sectors. And then it'll have, like, you know, the main one, the main adversary, threat actor, Plump Spider. It'll pretty much conducted malicious activity following a likely voice phishing attack, beginning with the executing multiple single letter named binaries. The adversary deployed a suite of RMM tools, including Rust Desk, Arrow Admin, Supremo RMM. I've never heard of that one. Retrieved via Chrome from the compromised legitimate government domain site.bear.gov. Holy shit. .ve. Plump Spider staged the tools in the user's downloads directory, establishing multiple remote access channels to the compromised systems to secure their communications. The adversary implemented. I plan to open my cybersecurity startup in my country in Mali. Is it possible to be a partner with CrowdStrike? Ibrahim, yes, it is. I'm actually a partner with CrowdStrike and also Ninja One. Why I picked Ninja One, as far as that, we're talking about those right here, the RMM tools, is because Ninja One is the only one that is partnered with CrowdStrike. So as I'm pretty sure you're probably familiar, if not, with the RMM tools. It does a lot of the automation, backup, disaster recovery, pretty much all your automation done with PowerScript, PowerShell, whatever the case may be, patching, etc. And also you could utilize all the automation within CrowdStrike into Ninja One. And also, again, that's the only one that it integrates with. Every other one, pretty much, the only ones that they integrate with are some of the lower tier ones, and then obviously the shitty ones, Sentinel One. But yes, you can get partnered with CrowdStrike. So going down here, again, this is what I was talking about, where it has the breakdown of the weekly maps of the countries that were hit. And then it'll also lay out the different threat actors, CrowdStrike's intelligence threat landscape overview, geographic targeting by adversaries. So here you can see South America, again, Plump Spider, Deface Peru, I've never heard of them before. Static Kitten, I've never heard of them. Aviator Spider, I've seen the name before, but I've never really know their TTPs. Middle East, Razor Tiger, Hazy Tiger, I've never seen that one at all. And so when we go into the threat hunting portion of it, or the threat hunting report, you'll see how CrowdStrike has a breakdown of all they pretty much gave the names to these threat actors. And as you can see, I call CrowdStrike RS because they have all the different figurines. They got skateboards. They got the whole like swag store full of stuff. They're pretty badass too. So again, it's going to have more breakdown on different threat actors. Bitwise Spider announces Lockbit 5.0, attempts to be reinstated on XSS. So ransomware as a service announced an update to their ransomware as a service program, now named Lockbit 5.0, on the English and Russian language e-crime forum RAMP. So actually you could go pretty much onto some of these different forums and get ransomware as a service. I think, what is this, $500 registration fee? It's crazy, huh? But actually you can get tools like Silo Breaker is one of them. I think Zero Fox does it too. But anyway, they'll pull up all the different Telegram chat channels, Discord, you name it, whatever, all the stuff from the dark web. They'll have all the different channels where you could go and purchase all that stuff, where if your stuff has been breached, where it's being sold, etc. They'll have all that stuff listed on there if you have those tools. Also, Intel 471 has all that stuff as well. Plump Spider phishing campaign targets Brazil-based entities, intrusions likely coordinated with malicious insiders. So again, similar to Scattered Spider, they use a lot of phishing campaigning. So God damn, I can't talk today. Scattered Spider uses voice, real voice, not AI. And they're a really, really young group of people that conduct these. It's pretty much insane. I've actually heard it because it's public knowledge now. We were breached by Scattered Spider. And we actually heard the phone recording by them. It was pretty rad, coming from an offensive security dude. I was really impressed. Not gonna lie. No hating in my game. So also it's gonna have all the industries that they target: retail, technology, telecommunications, And then the geography that they're going to target, obviously South America. Main one is going to be Brazil. New ransomware actor LunaLock introduces AI-based extortion tactics, consulting and professional services. So target geography not specified. So this is pretty new, and it'll have, what I like about CrowdStrike is they'll start putting together all the different TTPs, whatever, about new threat actors or adversaries, and they'll come up with the name. They'll put everything together in these reports. So it's pretty awesome to read the breakdown on these. Newly observed ransomware threat actor LunaLock recently claimed responsibility for a ransomware attack against an online creative service entity. The actor stole victim data and introduced a novel extortion technique. Novel meaning new, like a novel virus. If the victim did not pay 50,000 USD ransom, LunaLock threatened to upload the victim's proprietary content to artificial intelligence AI companies to incorporate the stolen data into the company's AI model training data sets. The actor likely employed this novel extortion tactic to immediate victims into paying the ransom. Interesting. So if you click on this, they have a lot of different ones as well. As you go down, it'll bring you. Oh, I forgot. I got to put in my creds for those. But yeah, it'll bring you to those different ones, and you could look at all the different information that's going to provide. I have NordPass, so I don't want to show my stuff. Horde Panda, I've never heard this one either. Operationalizes new key plug C2 infrastructure. Wow, interesting. From February 2025 to August 2025, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Horde Panda operationalized several new key plug command and control C2 domains. CrowdStrike Intelligence attributes this activity to Horde Panda with high confidence based on operational overlaps with the adversaries TTPs. Hazy Tiger deploys novel remote shell. So again, they're showing you all these novel, newer tools, attacks, exploits, vulnerabilities with these weekly intel reports. And especially, again, some of the newer adversaries or threat actors, as you see, they're putting together everything and they're getting all that stuff relayed into CrowdStrike with their deep machine learning. And they're mapping these out as they go. That way, they are being detected on the fly, within your organization, or if you're doing these for clients or yourself at home, whatever the case may be, these things are being updated by their Overwatch program 24/7 on the dot. So as you go down again, it's just going to keep going down the same line, going down different newer, older threat actors, but also with the newer and up-to-date tools, techniques, etc. And again, I like these because these are really broken down thoroughly. Some of the top ones by sector, geography, for the main threat actors. So it's just going to keep going down, giving all these and breaking down the CVEs for some of these. And again, like I said, they're going to have these on pretty much each one threat actor that they're going to go into detail with. Some of them are going to have multiple, like this one. Some are just going to have one. Then also some additional reporting. So again, what I talked about earlier, some of the Telegram channels, admin likely controls wallet belonging to extortion actor targeting Salesforce incidences. Raccoon 0365 phishing as a service affiliate conducts cryptocurrency theft. So again, if you want to be part of some of these channels and stuff like that, ethically, of course, doing it off from the Intel side, you can find out some of this information within CrowdStrike, but again, you're mainly going to get access to tools like, again, Silo Breaker, Intel 471. What was the other tool? God damn it. It's the analyst one. They're going to have, they'll have lists of, especially depending on how you map out your organization, what threat actors are most likely to target your organization. They'll have every single damn Telegram, Discord, whatever channel, onion site on there with all shit like this. And then also, again, like I said, if your data has been breached or leaked or is being sold, all that stuff will be on there as well. They'll have all that stuff, brokers and shit like that. So again, it's going to have all this stuff down here. Now, the other one that I like, this I believe comes out monthly. Their threat hunting report. I believe it's monthly. So this, like, again, what I talked about here, it's going to have their naming conventions on pretty much CrowdStrike gives all these people, threat actors, adversaries, all their names. They're actually, like I said, pretty cool. CrowdStrike RS. You got all the different figurines coming out. I'm going to need a bigger shelf back here, especially when I get the next two that just came out this week at Falcon. So Bear is Russia, Buffalo, Vietnam, Colima, Deepak, North Korea, Crane, Republic of Korea. So I believe that's South Korea. Hawk, Syria, Jackal, Hacktivist, Kent in Iran, etc. Right? It's going to have the different animals. Spider is E-Crime, Tiger is India, Wolf is Turkey. And then it's going to have the different name in front depending on the different group within that country or nation state or E-Crime, right? So the different spiders, Punk Spider, Chatty Spider, Octotemptus is one of them as well. I believe they're affiliated of Scattered Spider. Scattered Spider is the main one, especially that's been getting a lot of publicity nowadays. Again, so you got your frontline snapshot. Pretty much these are going to go over some of the statistics, anatomy of an interactive intrusion, manual intervention, persistence, lateral movement, data exfiltration, customization, and interactive intrusions by frequency. So pretty much, again, these are going to go over some good statistics and numbers and data. And then you could also tie these into your trends and forecast going out. If you have tools that are going to be able to allow you to build out trends and forecasts, those will also be good to have. Again, it is a trend and a forecast, but it's going to give you some kind of things to look for and pinpoint and to protect against. Top sectors by intrusion frequency. Again, number one is going to be technology. Consulting and professional services is number two. What was it? Jesus Christ. I can't believe I forgot their name. Big security integrator. Johnson Controls. JCI got breached. Why does a security integrator matter when they get breached? Because they're going to have not only the accounting info and all that stuff for your organization, but they're going to have all your building info, where all your power's at, building life safety systems, life management systems, fire systems, electrical, physical security, where your access control systems are, your CCTVs. They're going to have pretty much your whole building layout, PDF, floor by all your floor plans. So they're going to have all that layered, all that info, and that was really big. And then also, a lot of these security integrators keep your service accounts, your admin credentials for your cameras, access control. So if you have Linnell, Genetec, Vigilon, Software House, whatever the case may be, they have all your creds saved on Excel sheets. Believe it or not, they don't even use password managers themselves. I used to work for one. I've worked with them and I've managed them, so I know how those work. And still to this date, a lot of them use root pass, which is out the box default creds for your access cameras, the Vigilon cameras, Linnell passwords, milestone passwords, the whole nine. They use all that shit out the box, and a lot of companies still do not change that. So it's going to go down the top sectors. Again, these are key stats to go over, especially with your team or your organization, especially if your sector is on one of these top charts. Sector targeting, pretty much this is going to go over the past year and then to the current year, whether it's an uptick or downtick. So as you can see, technology actually went up. Consulting, professional services went up. Pretty much all these went up. Real estate went down, surprisingly. For me, I would say real estate's would be a kind of a gray area, just because I have a lot of friends that are realtors, and they take snapshots to do their stories on fucking Instagram, and they have all their clients' info on their fucking laptops. So they have not only their address, their phone numbers, their first, last name of the husband, wife, or whoever owns that's on the house trying to sell it. So they got all that shit plus extras. And I'm like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? Especially with deeds being really, really easy to put in your own name and take over someone's house. Like, that is a joke. And real estate, they're so dumb. They still put that shit on their stories. So if you have a real estate agent, make sure you tell them do not put your information on Instagram and their stories, because you don't want anything happening to your stuff. It's pretty amazing that they still do that. So nation state versus e-crime. So that's one of the bears or pandas versus scattered spider. As you can see, technology, these things went up almost 100%, 99%. Technology went down for the e-crime. Their biggest one was manufacturing. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Telecommunications went up 130. Government went up 185%. Holy wow. I didn't know that. I mean, I know it went up a lot the last 2 years, especially the last one being Minneapolis. And here in DFW, we had the Tarrant County tax assessor get ransacked too. I wish they would have fucking wiped everything so no one would have had to pay property tax. But hopefully one day that happens, ethically, of course. But anyway, that's, wow, government is 185, shockingly. Professional consulting and professional services, 126. So for all you small, medium businesses out there, a lot of you guys and girls do professional services consulting. Again, this is critical, and this isn't even e-crime. This is done by nation state. So what we call in the offensive security world, low-hanging fruit. This would be small, medium businesses. And as you can see, it's literally up there. Governments like that as well. They're really tight on their budgets. They don't really have the proper teams in place, let alone team or members that know how to do certain aspects of cyber. It's usually the IT team managing those, for the local, at least. Local, city, county governments. So yeah, pretty much this threat hunting report is going to go down the line, MITRE ATT&CK observations. It's going to have some of the top trends for these. It's not going to list out everything, but these are always good to look at for the latest and greatest, especially what is up to par. Intrusion trends by adversary. So most intrusive adversaries, plump spider, which, like I said, is a new one for me, especially in South America. So a lot of people doing business in South America, especially Brazil. Vice spider, mutant spider. Damn, they're coming out with some more spiders. Scattered spider, which is the main, I guess the mainstream one. Ethereal panda, healthcare retail. So actually, there's quite a bit of healthcare issues that are going on too, especially mom and pop shops, dental offices, health clinics, etc., that don't have any kind of cyber. And even when I get my TRT up in South Lake, they have all their shit open, like their iPads. I mean, whatever the case may be, even the laptops, you could go in there. When they close the door, when they're going to do your blood work, they go get the shit. They close the door for quote unquote privacy. You can have a bash bunny or a rubber ducky, put that son of a bitch in the fucking USB and go to town. And take it out because it's so quick. So stuff like that, there's no protections, there's no training, there's no security awareness, and they're not aware of that stuff, right? Until it actually happens. So these are kind of things that you could bring to the table, especially if you're just going to your local doctor, dental office, just give them some breakdown or some tips like, hey, you might want to lock your screen or whatever. Don't leave it just wide open where someone could go to town on your machine. So observations from the front lines, countering the adversary generative artificial intelligence. So it's going to give you some good stuff. Defining Gen AI, which is, of course, LLMs. It is not artificial intelligence. I'm glad CrowdStrike is tailoring down the AI because it is not artificial intelligence. I guess a lot of people forgot to watch fucking Terminator 2. Artificial intelligence, AI, is taking a replication of your actual human brain that could replicate what you could actually do. That is artificial intelligence. The shit that we have now is not artificial intelligence. If you have to go back and double check your chat GPT, that is not artificial intelligence, people. Okay? Stop using that. It's a marketing term. Just go do some purple teaming on Darktrace and let me know how their AI works. Again, I got banned from all their happy hours. I had the email. It's on my Facebook. I've been putting it on Instagram. I think I did it on LinkedIn as well. Because their shit is horrible. It's not AI. So that's and pretty much basically setting up Cobalt Strike, DigitalOcean, nothing special, just getting your new licensing set up, and the shit does not work. So again, just try it. It's not AI. So no, here's what's going to happen too, just touching on that. A lot of companies are going to get all crazy on this AI bullshit because it's all marketing right now. I don't know, for those of you that are old enough, the .com, where everyone was slapping .com on everything and everything went to shit. I don't think it's going to get that bad, but you're going to see a big hiring uprise because they got rid of people, and a lot of people think that they're going to save money, and they're not, because it's not AI. I repeat, it is not AI. A lot of people are going to rehire because they're going to have to cut their losses with all this bullshit technology that are slapping AI. And a lot of financial people and people that are doing taxes are buying the latest and greatest AI, and the security around those fucking sucks. They're not properly pen tested. They're probably just ran a Nessus or fuck, even a Burp Suite scan and slapping that as a pen test. So they're not, and you're putting your customer data in there, you're entrusting them. Don't do that. Again, it is not AI. AI is a replication of your brain that could do exactly what you do. Again, Terminator 2, Skynet. Everyone, it's not hard. It's not rocket science. So anyway, again, that is just the report right here, the threat hunting report. Again, I believe it comes out monthly, if I'm not mistaken. Famous Kalima leads in Gen AI supported operations. So this is going to be like, I would assume, utilizing stuff outside of Chat GPT, unless, you could obviously do that. It's going to take a little more time, but like Worm GPT, even to some degree, Pentest GPT, which is what I use a lot. That would be, I would assume, some of that stuff. Then as we go down, applications, interviews, on the job, once hired, famous Kalima. So this, I believe it's kind of like what they were talking about. Maybe it might even be that, like North Korea kind of thing, on the job, once hired. Wow, that's crazy. Organizations hiring threat actors as their IT. Interesting. Wow. But let's carry on. Countering famous Kalima. Implement. So it's pretty much like I said, this is really good. It's going to go down the whole nine. Their reports are real thorough. And again, especially if you don't have an intel, a threat, cybersecurity threat intel team or threat intel team, whatever you want to brand it as, or like named differently throughout different organizations. These are really good to have for your teams to go over. And, just to look over the latest and greatest tools being used, techniques, exploits, whatever, and building out your program and tools around them to alert, especially if you don't have CrowdStrike, using your other tools. Like if you have shitty ass Darktrace, Corelight, Splunk, whatever the case may be. So these are really good reports to have. And if you don't know anyone that if you don't have CrowdStrike, and if you know someone that has it, just have them share the reports with you. Like I said, the Intel ones come out weekly. I believe these come out monthly, but you're able to, build your stuff around them. So again, hunting cross-domain adversaries. These are real thorough. I'm not going to go through everything because it's probably going to bore the shit, and I don't really want to be on here that long reading everything. But hunting in a shifting ransomware landscape. Like again, these are really good, thorough reports to go through, especially the threat hunting one. And also, you're going to see things from a Redpoint perspective or standpoint, helping you out, building out your engagement or your future engagements, especially against your organization or your clients, etc. So, yeah, I just wanted to go over these with you guys real quick, showing you how thorough these are. And again, the different breakdowns, the data points that it provides. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to be the live for today. Next week, I probably won't have a live per se, but when I get back from Sweden, I will be doing going back to some boxes again on Wednesday. So yeah, let me know if you guys want some more stuff on CrowdStrike, to some more deep dive stuff, and I'll be happy to go over that, with you guys. And also, again, next week I will be having, I'll be out of town. Following week, I'll be going back to the weekly boxes on Hack the Box on Wednesday, maybe even Sunday, but we'll see how that goes. So that's the live, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. I got 2 videos coming out tomorrow. I might do one tonight, but 2 for sure coming out tomorrow. So that's it for today, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night, and yeah.